Okay, welcome back. Now I'm going to talk about more nuance on the brick here. So if you have so this is the base. This is like a warm gray that I did as the base. Now if you look at brick walls, you'll see often a lot of variation in the brick value, meaning its lightness and darkness. But usually there's like a more limited range of color. So if I go back over this with the same marker, and these, this marker I'm using, when it dries, you'll see that it's not as strong as when I first put it down. But I want to make sure there's, it's like the darker color that I'm not using just a little bit of it. I'm using enough that it actually looks naturally like a brick wall. So if you have a base color and just a few different values for the bricks, it's probably not going to look too much like a real brick wall. And my shading here with this, I don't have to be perfect. And this is just one layer. This is not going to be, this is not really finished. Not yet, anyway. So I'll sometimes like do this extra shading in like clusters of bricks. That's getting better. Swirl this down here. It's down here. Good. So I'm gonna do that over more of this. Bring it all the way out. Up here. Same idea. Now back here, I'm going to assume it's darker coming out from behind the sofa. Shadow. I'm going to assume it's darker coming out from this corner. Maybe back here too. Sorry for the shadow. This is just how the lighting has to be on the table today. That's good. And then darker at the top. Usually walls, if you look at a wall, you'll see it's usually darker at the top. But this is already looking a little bit more realistic with a little bit of variation and some transition on the shadow on the wall. Good. I might go in with some other similar color. I want to see if my E31 don't like that. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Well, it's there now. I might be able to blot that up. Go back with my original color. Too late, I'm just making it worse. Okay, that's the one weirdo brick. All right, so a way to maybe to control the value also is to put a little black pencil in here. Oops. Let's see. I'll risk overdoing it. You never know how far you can take it until you take it too far, which is really part of the way I was taught to draw, was to keep going and ruin it, so I would find out where, like, how far is too far. Because usually if you're careful and you don't ever get, you won't get anywhere near the thing's potential. Yeah, it's getting a little, we'll see. We'll see. It's a little dark, but shadows can be dark. All right. So yeah, if you combine black and the gray, so if I want to do this, I might just have to take my I wonder if my black pencil, that might be too strong. Brown. Where'd you go, Brown? There you are. Let's try this up here. So some brown. This is just the dark brown colored pencil. Okay, if I do that, then I have a responsibility to do it everywhere, like throughout the wall, rather than just in one section. So I will do a little bit like this. So this is how I will create variety of color and value with this wall. I might try a different brown. So if you using pencils and markers together to create a range of color is a very beneficial thing to know how to do, so that you don't feel like you always have to just keep buying new marker colors. Go back over some of those. So you might find yourself going over these bricks kind of a lot to get the kind of variation you want. As I'm doing this, I'm picking up some of the colored pencil with the marker, and then it's kind of like when you pick something up with the colorless blender, it gradually fades out of it, and then this is returning to the gray. This is a very warm gray, almost a brown. Yeah, this is good. That's better. Do that. Brick there. Good. Get this molding. Okay. You guys are due for refills. Okay. All right. Okay. And here a little bit there. All right. That's a little better. Okay, like that.